106.3 The River, joined right now by head coach of the Madonna Blue Downs, Mr. Darren Hicks. And it's great to have you back.
Well, thank
and
you
looking
for having
forward
me.
to
Appreciate it.
another great season of Madonna Blue Downs football. This is what, your third season now?
Yes, sir.
Are you in it? Are you acclimated? How are things going after 2 years so
I'll
far?
tell you what, they've been tremendous. We had a wonderful winter program that's really jump-started into our summer program. We're averaging about 25, 30 boys a day, in our program. They're working hard. They're getting better every day. So I can't ask for much more than that. I think if we continue to do that, which, I foresee us doing, we should have a good 2018 season.
Now, I know it's early. You want to talk X's and O's and what style of offensive team we're going to have this year at Madonna. But, do you have a hint, a glimpse of what we can see?
I think so. We'll probably be a little bit more multiple this year. But we think we have 5 or 6 guys that we feel real comfortable with being able to carry the ball, catch the ball, do some things, I guess, with the football in their hands. I think, formationally and in that we'll look a little bit different. But we're going to try to establish a run. We're going to try to hit some short passes, and then, from time to time, if we can get you to bite on the run a little bit, maybe get you over top with some deep throws.
Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. Always physical, fly to the ball. I'm assuming we can expect the same.
Absolutely. I think we returned 5 or 6 guys, from last year's team. A couple guys up front, a few linebackers and a few guys in the secondary. It all starts with us up front. We've got 2 returning guys that we feel really good with who are going to set the tempo for us. And, we were fortunate last year to have a couple of young kids be able to step up because of some of the wins, and being able to play, our entire squad, which is nice to get them a little bit of reps, to be ready. So we feel real comfortable with what we've got coming through. I think we have 12 or 13 freshmen that are coming up from the 8th grade. So we'll be young. But what's nice is, we have 12 or 13 freshmen every day, in our weight program, so that they've absolutely committed to what we're doing.
I want to talk about your schedule a little bit. I don't want to call it turmoil, but a little mix-up in Week 3. That was originally your bye week, and Bel Air St. John's not having a football program this year. So tell us what happened. Now we have a Week 3 game.
Sure. We had lost the Bel Air St. John's game. Unfortunate for them in that program and that school that they weren't able to field a team and have enough boys. Hopefully they're able to get that back on track in the future because, you don't want to deny anybody the opportunity to be able to play high school sports, I think. So we wish them well down there. It did throw us into a little bit of a tizzy, I guess, but we're very fortunate. We picked up Vincentian Academy out of Pittsburgh. It's a high school in the North Hills. They were in the WPIL. From what I understand, they did not have a season last year. They did not have enough players, but they have recommitted to the program, and we're fortunate to have them on the schedule.
Let's talk about your coaching staff. Any new additions this year?
We brought 2 new guys on. Jordan Allen from Weir High.
Mm-hmm.
He came over. Tremendous. What an amazing young man and an excellent young football coach. He's really going to bring a lot of fire to our program. And then also Connor Arlia, from Madonna, played at WVU and over at Kent. Is another guy that's got a ton of passion, is really stepped in and done a great job with our weight program and all of our off-season conditioning, and so is Jordan as well. But, to be able to bring 2 guys of that caliber with that type of youth and that type of passion, I feel very, very strongly about that addition.
Especially Connor. He bleeds silver and blue.
Absolutely.
He's a Blue Don through and through. What advantage do you think it is for a coach, especially an assistant coach, to coach at the school that he graduated from?
Absolutely. I think he brings a love and a passion for the school. He is, like you said, he bleeds blue. He's super excited to be back, and his knowledge base of the places he's been, the people that he's played for, and the amount of different types of people that he's been around, just brings a very solid amount of information and ideas and thought process to our program, and as well as Jordan. Jordan is a young guy, with a passion for the game, and understands Weirton and understands kind of the blue collar mentality that we have, with our program, and those guys are a great fit for us.
Let's talk about, I believe there are some rule changes in West Virginia where coaches are allowed to be with teams more this year or something like that. Talk about that a little bit.
We still do our regular program. For us, we don't like to take a ton of time away from our kids in the summer. I don't want it to become a job. It's not like the Division I where it's, we have you're on scholarship and this type of thing. We want our guys to be able to go out and have, still be a kid, still enjoy their high school years. So we spend about an hour in the weight room, 4 times a week. We try to make that fun. We do 3 days of lifting, and then we have like a challenge day, that we call Strongman Thursdays. And it's more fun for the kids, I guess. We do obstacle courses and different, strongman challenges and things. So we try to keep it fresh. We try to keep it fun. And then, in West Virginia, you get the 3 weeks of football practice that you can do. We've concentrated to take that to 2, and we spend about 30 or 35 minutes a day with our guys doing actual football. Because again, we think that 90-minute time frame that we have, if we can't get what we want to get done in those 90 minutes, that we're probably wasting time. We might lose our kids a little bit. We try to be a little bit more scientific, I guess, with it. We don't want them to loathe coming to practice or coming to the weight room every day. We want them to come back with some excitement and, ready for the challenge, I guess. So we've spent a lot of time as a staff putting together the way our off season has been and the way our summer has been, so we can maximize our time spent with our guys.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. And when do we take the first walk down the hill behind the high school?
It's going to be that Monday. I think it's July 30th this year. That Monday, we'll be down. We'll start about 10. We go from 8 to 12, every day, Monday through Friday, and then we'll go 8 to about 10:30 on Saturday. But the way our practices are structured, we'll hit the field about 10. We do a lot of meetings and lifting and conditioning and that type of stuff ahead of time. So once we get to the field, we can concentrate on just the football part of it.
All right, Coach, thank you very
Super.
much.
Thank
Best of
you.
luck.
Thanks.